Hey guys, welcome back to today's video trade breakdown, 11th of October, 2023. Not my best session today, to be honest. I didn't execute as well as I would have liked. So I got some sells. The sells are short-lived, and then just watched it race away. And I wasn't really, sort of just waiting for it to come back and sort of hesitating. So let's have a look at it. It's a good time to review it. This is the how the market was just before I've replayed the data here. Where's my clock gone? Oh, it's down here. Oh, um, you see the time. Oh, anyway, this is just before the London Open. You can see that we had some bearish pressure push in the last 6 minutes. Wasn't like I did enter a little sell a bit higher with this anticipation because I was up early, but I'm just going to talk more about the session that was the trade that was in the stream. So we're going with this bearish pressure. I had a few areas flagged that I thought price would go into. I was well aware that on the 5 minute chart we had some tricky areas. So that's the 54-minute chart. How do I do that? 5 minute chart. There we go. I was well aware that over here in the New York session, the previous day, Tuesday, that we had a doji low here, and this is like it broke this area, but then this is a support as well. So you can see where I've had like this zone was a support, and I really just hope that we could push into it to get down to this better area here. You can see the way I've got the when I've got these red rectangles, these are like supports created or resistances created. And then I've got this GAN box, the green and purple, which is the liquidity wicks. And I thought that with the volume, given I was very bullish for price, but we had actually hit the 6 hour resistance zone. So you can see that this is what we tapped into late on Tuesday. This is that resistance zone here. So I thought, what would be a bit more of a deeper pullback than what we got. And I thought we'd push back and like take out some of these lows before then we pushed up. So that was the reason why I was looking for a deeper push for the London Open. When I go to the 30-minute time frame now, this was the wick. This is where I had my idea from, was this 30-minute liquidity wick, thinking that what we'll do is with this push would be able to finally break through this red zone into this zone, and then I'd be looking to take longs from there back up to the New York high at least. That was what I was sort of aiming for. What it didn't quite work out. So let's go to the 3-minute time frame. This was the no wick candle that Euro session had, like the Euro Open had just left. So I was like, this looks, we've seen this setup so many times that this looked perfect to enter sells from here and then target down to this area here. Just be well aware that these little thin black lines, these ones are going to be little problem areas. So, if it is rejecting enough times, we might be pushing up a bit more to get into a bit more of a resistance or some of these areas and then dig down lower. So I did manage the trade quite aggressive. But when it did pull back, it grabbed all these liquidity rejection wicks, and then eventually it pushed up, and then I kept on thinking it was going to come back down, but it just rose and rose and rose and rose. So it's a bit of a missed opportunity. So, but the way that price set up, this was the no wick candle. This was the entry price. Came up, wicked into it, and then started pushing down. When price got down to this line here, this is where I closed because it was just hesitating too much, right? Just hesitating. So what I did when it came down to here, this is where I closed most of the trade, and then tightened my stop to just above this candle. And that was like, so it was 15 pips closed majority, left the little runner with a 3 pip still in negative. I didn't move to break even. And then that's when it took the runner. And then that was it, you know. Thought price when it got up to here, it would give me another little entry, but price it just took off. So bit of a shame that I didn't get it. Then over here, I didn't actually have, like, there was a little zone here that I was looking inside of, but it was actually Akshay that pointed it out, that there was a little inside doji candle over here that he had his eye on, this one here, as liquidity. And I didn't pick that up. So it wasn't the best session for me. I didn't pick that up as an area. I knew there was a zone in here somewhere. I just couldn't quite grab it. And now I actually look at it on the 15-minute chart, now that I'm re-looking at it, oh no, still, yeah, there wasn't really, apart from that little candle, I didn't really see if this body wasn't closed as high as this wick here, I would treat this as my resistance that we could look for rejections off of. If this wasn't to be, but that just happens as it usually does. I went for a coffee at this point, actually pointed out this area, went for a coffee precisely at this moment. And then price gave you the setup, gave you the little rejection wick, followed by a second rejection wick, started gapping down, closing down. A few of the lads in the stream caught this one. This was a beautiful move. Come back down to pick up this liquidity that was left behind. So there was an awesome trade there. My sells were short-lived. Didn't profit too much out of it. Just 15 pips -3, so 12. Then I didn't get to take these buys, and then when it got up to here, I missed those sells. But that would have been an amazing trade to have got 50 pips. And then yeah, that was it. That's pretty much the session. I won't talk about New York session. We'll just leave it at that for this video. That was explanation for the trade, ideas behind my trade, thinking that we could push down. And then yeah, it is what it is. We learn every day. So thanks for your time, guys. Give the stream a like. Join the website. It's free. Jump into the Discord. Plenty of good conversation going on there. I'll see you London session tomorrow.